2018 wrapped up with a handful of notable movies that cinema lovers have been talking about on social media. Nigerian movies currently buzzing in the cinemas and online. In no particular order, let's begin. Up North. Okay. I don't know why they are doing sighs, taking deep breath as if no, you're about to give birth. Up North is a 2018 Nigeria film produced by Anko Films and Inkblot Productions and directed by Tope Oshin. The film script was written by Naz Onuzo and Bumi Ajakaye, while the original story was written by Editi Effiong. Up North was shot in Bauchi and Lagos. Stars Tokumbo Idowu, Rahama Sadau, Kanayo O Kanayo, Adesua Etomi Wellington, Banky W. Wellington, Hilda Dokubo, Mitchell Dede Akinlui, and Ibrahim Onimisi Suleiman were cast in this movie, Up North. Which explore? Should I go on?
Go on. Let's break it down.
The way you are doing like...
Let's for you to finish.
Okay, so Up North explores love and friendship and family politics, all of which collide, creating memories to last a lifetime. So it tells the story of a young rebellious heir to the throne, which is Banky W, who was sent to Bauchi for his NYC assignment as a punishment for defying his father. That's the old movie. And then there was this girl that, you know, she was asthmatic, and her father told her not to run because of the fact that she was asthmatic. Okay. And I think he lost his wife as a result of that illness as well. So he just had this issue with the girl running, but she really loved
I've tried
running
watching.
and wanted to be an athlete and all that. No, that wasn't his love interest, but that was the girl that Banky found in Bauchi and decided to groom, and some other girls, and you told them to go for one competition. Well, for me, it just seemed like all these Hollywood movies that, you know, your child is talented, but the parents don't want the child to be a singer or something, and then there's this high school, state, something, country singing competition.
Was Banky looking too old to fit into that role?
I don't think he was. I feel like he did well compared to
Ibrahim.
No. What's this movie?
The
Wedding Party. He did well. Like his acting, you know.
You know, we have the scoop from that interview. He said that Adesua coached him a lot.
And Adesua, by the way, was literally a tushwaka pass. Wow. Like she had just one line, but she was singing almost all the scenes, if not all. But almost all.
Wow.
Okay. What is wrong with you? It's my life, and I'll live it as I see fit.
You don't control how I feel.
You're reposting papers.
And if I refuse?
The question is, will you?
Yeah, so, OJ, you just said it doesn't matter whether Adesua had lines or not. I feel like this young girl that was being pushed or trained to be the runner, in quotes, should have been the one being pushed, because she didn't really have posters and all that. I didn't even know the girl was in the movie until I saw her, and I was like, oh, this girl is in this movie, and she literally was kind of the major-ish.
Yeah, I mean, but you're an actor now. It's not every scene or every movie that you must have a very big role.
She didn't have a single
maybe it wasn't going to add,
like
maybe it wasn't going to add
banners.
to it. But let's talk about the fact that they used Bauchi. I feel like I find that fantastic. The movie to the north. And I looked at all these scenes, and it brought out a different picture of the north than what is in the beautiful side media of that
Bauchi.
And there was
the governor was in the video.
Yeah, the governor was in the movie. Yeah, it was. At first, I thought they just got some huge man to
play the governor.
But when I saw that,
so they went deep.
I actually want to say I feel like Tope Oshin has done very well in terms of directing movies. She has done different stories that tell Nigeria from a very interesting light and a different light. So I don't know, generally.
I honestly feel it's a good story, but they just didn't, it wasn't properly executed. We expected more.
Do you want to rate this over 5 or 10? Over 5.
Let me not do that. I love Tope Oshin so much.
Because
we can do
over 5.
Should we do rate over 10? No. We can do hearts, so it's nice.
Okay. Over 10.
Over 10. And to talk about, and I know I want to work with you this year.
now. Quick.
But I'm going to be very honest. I'd give it maybe 5.
Wow.
Okay.
Over 10, right?
Yeah.
I'll give it 5.
Okay, let's move on to our next movie.
Let's just move on to our next movie that was buzzing in
you guys are not supposed to rate it.
No.
No, we're not. It's just you. It was just you, baby girl. This is not actually in the cinema yet, but it has been on Netflix. and I'm talking about Lionheart. Now, Nollywood superstar Genevieve Naji goes behind the camera with a directorial debut that puts a spin on the old adage, family and business don't mix. Now, the movie Lionheart is about Adeze, a level-headed executive in her father's bus company, Lionheart Transport, who has to find a way to work alongside her uncle to save her father's ailing bus company. The film had stars like Peter Doche, Nkem Owa, Onyeka Nwenu, Peter Okoye, Fino, Dika, Ofoma, and of course the lead actress herself, Genevieve. Now, the film was initially released on the 7th September 2018, but sparked fresh conversations following its January 4th release on Netflix. I watched on Netflix as well, and okay, now it's also at the cinemas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it just dropped at the cinemas as well. But I watched it on Netflix, and I feel it was good enough to be on Netflix, but I felt it was I am trying hard movie, and I have reasons to back it up. So in terms of you know, the conversations, the scenes with the storylines, I felt like it just kept going on and on. For me,
did you get to watch it with the subtitle?
No,
That's
but
why.
even the ones with English, it was just like, wow, why is this scene so long? And then even let's talk about the, I don't know what they call it, the technical terms, but the color theme. There was an obvious...
color grading.
No, it wasn't grading. It was,
I love the grading.
It was so intentional. Everybody there was either wearing a red cap or this
and
shade
Genevieve
of
was
green.
always wearing green. Genevieve's clothes was mostly
It was
gray.
too, like...
I think it was deliberate.
It was
yeah,
deliberate.
Of course it was deliberate. That's what I'm saying. It was a very, I am deliberate about this action. Now we're going to see green and red. And if there's yellow inside, get out.
They didn't want to make it loud, I guess. I love the storyline. Yes, we've seen the writing of the script. We've seen Ikemowo come on as the uncle. Like when I saw Ikema was stepping into the conference room, I was like, hey. Oh, this guy wants to come and spoil this family business. And they changed the whole narrative. That's what I just loved about it.
Kanayo was not
was not doing blood money. Because it's obvious.
Maybe that's why I know sweet.
No,
because
we're used to other stories.
Yeah.
Now this story is coming up and it's switching up on us. So I just loved it though.
Let's check out the trailer. We'll be right back.
Let's check out the trailer.
I will leave for posterity. Is you, my daughter.
I think you're going to be a very good MD, ma.
Somebody like Bimbo upstairs right now loves that song because of this movie.
Yes, I think Lionheart was for the Igbo people.
Yeah, Up North was for the Hausa.
Yes, it was for the Hausa.
Okay, let's move on to the Yoruba boys.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next movie, King of Boys. Yes, King of Boys is a Kemi Adetipa produced movie which follows the story of Alaja Eniola Salami, a businesswoman and philanthropist with a checked past and promising political future. She's a pillar of society who is loved by many and feared by most. As her political ambitions see her outgrowing the underworld connections, responsible for her considerable wealth, she's drawn into a power struggle that threatens everything she holds dear. The cast includes Shola Shobowale, Adesua Etomi Wellington, Hill Bliss, Tony Tones, Jide Koshoko, Reminisce, Paul Sambo, Ademola Adedoyin, Lami Phillips, Akin Lewis, Osasigodari Ajibade, Adeolu Adefarasin, and so many others.
Star-studded.
I love this movie. And this movie,
I think it's a great movie.
Is a perfect representation. Yes, we watch drug cartel movies of the Italians, the Spanish
it's like
guys.
Our own Godfather.
This is our own story, underworld story. Yes. That's why I just loved it.
I absolutely love it.
Killed it.
And you know that I watched it at the cinema and I didn't even know I was there for 3 hours.
Yes, like
let's talk about that.
Like, you know, and then we're like, oh, it's actually 3 hours. But I'm like, did I just spend 3 hours? Because I felt like I even wanted more. Kemi Adetiba killed us. Like, she killed it for me.
So I read an article that she was, according to them, the best Nigerian director of the year in terms of her films. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah,
for somebody to make people want to sit down 3 hours in the cinema and you're still wanting more.
I think she deserves it.
That's great.
But then wait, we didn't. I rated Up North. So you have to rate Lionheart. I said Lionheart.
I would rate it. I would actually rate it 7 because I feel like it's a movie that has brought Nigeria out in a different way. You can actually watch it on Netflix and not be like, what the is this? But I wasn't particularly excited
because she did not watch the subtitle, guys.
Okay, maybe that's why. What about you?
No, I'll rate King of Boys.
Really?
This is me trying to run away from rating
King of
movies.
Boys. Two things I want to talk about. Okay. One, I felt like Doyin's character, that's Demola.
Yeah, the son.
I've seen Demola in October 1. Demola is a fantastic actor. I did not feel Demola at all. I was like, I was literally like this. No, Adesuwa's acting too. I didn't really feel it. She was like, when she was speaking Yoruba, I was like, what is this? But I'll give her you know, 7.
Because she's not used to it.
I'm not even going to say anything to that.
But Demola, I expected more. Seeing Demola, I was like, okay, this is it. Tony Tones, by the way, she did amazing. But maybe because people had already made it seem like it was Tony Tones alone that was in the movie. So when I was looking, I was like, I'm not seeing Tony Tones again. It's finished. But I get the fact that she tried to sound like Shola Shobowale, that whole character, the fact that she doesn't even speak Yoruba, and she got into she owns that character, and I love that. So yeah.
Okay, let me read this movie now, because Iblis was in the movie.
Yeah.
Reminisce killed his character. Iblis killed his character.
So Reti.
Shola Shobowale killed him. And there's this guy, the major guy, the EFCC guy that no one is talking about. That guy's a fantastic actor, by the way. Like, I don't get why Nigerian movies, like, why do you guys do this?
You just pick the big stars.
You pick the big stars and forget
because the big stars sell the movie.
Yeah, let me rate it. For making me sit in the cinema 3 hours and I was still expecting more. 8 over 10.
I'll give it 8.5.
Okay.
I'll give it 9.5.
You know, let's check out the trailer. Let's check out the trailer.
I have a question for you. I want you to think carefully.
Props. Makanaki. I
did not like it. I was like, oh
what
my
did you want, babe?
A proper Yoruba girl.
Like, if you're not going to be a Tony Tones was not a Yoruba girl now, but since she was talking like Shola Shobowale, even the whole husky voice and everything.
This is
you're talking about acting now, but in terms of like sound, light, production,
I love everything. The smoke, the part where
was it nice?
The cell part, you know, the action
part where where they went to dig out the money from the soccer way.
I loved it as well.
Come on.
And the whole conversation.
All right, you know what, guys? So let's just move on to our 5th movie.
So yes, guys.
We have got calling.
This one, I posted it on my Instagram and I said, I'm sorry if I'm going to sound funny, but this is the best Nollywood movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Coming from America, that's a lot.
It is God calling. See, argue with your phone and you argue with your mouth. Guys, God Calling chronicles the life of Sade, who suffers a personal tragedy of drug addiction and is spiritually taken on a journey to self-discovery and faith, which transformed the lives of those around her. Now, the lead role was played by Zainab Balogun. She did amazing. A British-Nigerian model, actress, and TV presenter.
Let's see the trailer.
Okay. Because I'm about to go in.
Let's go check out the trailer.
Let's check out the trailer.
I got a call today. It was from God.
Oh God. Please don't take me to church on a Tuesday.
Guys, forget the fact that it's a Christian movie or anything. For the fact that it's even a Christian movie is the reason why I'm blown away. Like, the production, the actors were on point.
I heard Zainab was really fantastic.
Zainab has set this thing pace already from Sylvia and everything. That girl, she's gonna blow. Over 10 for me. It's 150 over 10.
Wow.
That's if you do the fraction right.
First of all, you got to watch that movie right now.
And then did you see RMD's leg?
Yes, they tried with that.
That costume, it was so real, especially when he's no. Okay, I felt it.
Before Arike will go on, can we check out that next movie?
Let's just talk about our next movie, guys. And I think God Calling was fantastic. Yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Oji, both of us.
Yeah.
We have to watch that. All right, our next movie is Chief Daddy. Now, Chief Daddy tells the story of billionaire industrialist Chief bequeaths a flamboyant benefactor to a large extended family of relatives, household staffs, and assorted mistresses. Like now the chief, I know, right? He lives large like there's no tomorrow until the day he dies suddenly, and then the bullion van stops. The movie, which was directed by me, Akim Olayan, was produced by Temidayo Abudu and Queen Martins. Iniedo was a part of the movie, as well as Funke Akindele, Kate Henshaw, Linda Ejiofor, Faust the Bad Guy,
Everybody.
Zainab Balogun, Bisola, Uti, Beverly, Chioma, Joke Silva. Okay, guys, really, it had everybody in it, and that is the first thing we should talk about. Why did they have everybody in it?
I don't know. Ebony Live TV films.
Oh, wow. So even though I felt like they had so many stars, which I think was a PR strategy.
That's the reason why I haven't gone to see the movie.
I actually liked Faust's character in this movie. I think Faust killed it, and Bisola as well.
Bisola had 2 scenes. Literally, in fact, 1.5 scene. In fact, but she killed it. But the moment the camera went on her like
she
this,
just killed
everybody in the cinema just went wild, and we're all laughing because she killed it. She didn't exactly have words like, you know, lines, but her expressions. I'm like, oh my God. This
so the idea whereby Niyi, Akim Olayan, they had to, and Ebony Live had to bring a whole lot of people to star in this movie.
As I said, it was a PR strategy, which worked.
It's not working for me. That's why I've not gone to see the movie.
They made a lot of sales.
That's why I've not gone to see the movie, because I feel...
What they wanted to do with that is, if you tell someone Bisola is going to be at the cinema, come and watch this movie, blah, blah, they would come.
And I also feel, in all honesty, I feel like they have perfected their happy movies. You know, when you watch Ebony Life films, it's just it's more of laughter. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. I want to work with them too. As an upcoming actor. But the truth of the matter is, you can't give me PR and everything, and every time I get to the cinema, and half the time I'm literally disappointed.
Let me see. If I say,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I feel like
expected more from Chief Daddy, and I didn't see anything.
Do you want to rate it over 10?
Over 10, I'll rate it 6.5, because it's not my type of movie. But what I'm saying is that the Nigerian market loves something comedy, like they love comedy. They just want to laugh.
But it was not.
Rate over 10?
I'll say 4.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the rating guy.
You better rate it. You better rate it.
I'm not the rating guy. It's time for us to leave the show.
Wow.
Guys,
thank you guys for watching. Thank you.
I mean, what I'll do to you?
We have to go though.
I will just surrender because I've abandoned OJ. So I'm going to surrender and leave you with Surrender. Mr. Easy featuring Simi. It's your girl Arike with the dimples.
And it's your girl Amanda Dara. And this is
yes, OJ, the no rating guy for today.
Wow.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.